B, the point O is the origin. In such questions, we must always start with the figure first. So I'm quickly drawing a figure. We have drawn the y-axis and the x-axis. This is x-axis, y-axis. Here we have the origin. That means 0, 0. Let's mark this point O. O is the origin. B is on x-axis somewhere, and point A is in the first quadrant. So the triangle that is being spoken about in the question is a triangle which looks somewhat like this, in which we have the point A at this place, point B on x-axis, and OA is less than AB. It's really important to take the note of such informations because no information given in the question can be redundant. So here OA is less than OAB, that's what we know, is the area of triangle greater than 60 degrees. The answer to this question needs to be given in the form of either yes or no. The area of a triangle is always calculated based on the understanding that it is half of base multiplied by height, where the height is always the perpendicular distance of third vertex from the base. So we have to find out the area of this triangle. Let's start looking at the first statement. The first statement says that the coordinates of point A are 5, 12. So we have this point 5, 12. That means if I draw a line perpendicular on the base from vertex A, I can say that this distance is 5 and this distance is 12. Which means using Pythagoras theorem, we can find out that the length of OA will be equal to 13 because 5 square plus 12 square is equal to 13 square. We already know that AB is greater than OA. That means this line AB has to be greater than 13. Now that we know this, we should also understand that this particular distance must be now greater than 5. Had it been 13, this would have been 5 using the Pythagoras theorem. But since this hypotenuse is bigger than 13, so the base should be bigger than 5 because the height is constant, which is 12. Now, if we calculate the area of this triangle, we can say that since the base is greater than 5 plus 5, 10, because this part is greater than 5, so area will be greater than half of base, which is greater than 10, and the height, which is fixed 12. So we can perfectly say that area of this triangle must be greater than 60. That means this statement alone is sufficient to answer the question, which gives the answer to this question. Out of the 5 choices A, B, C, D, E, we can at least eliminate 3 options A, B, C, and E. Now we are left with option A and option D. Now we also need to judge what is given in the second statement and whether that helps us answer the question or not. The second statement says that the coordinate of point B are 12, 0. That means this distance is 12. But in absence of height, that means we can say the area of this triangle will be half of base, which is 12 times the height. But height can be anything. It can be 0.001, which will lead us to an area value which is very, very small, and it could be equal to 1000 as well. That will have area far greater than 60. Therefore, the second statement alone is not sufficient, and since the first alone is sufficient but the second alone is not sufficient, therefore we can eliminate option A as well, option D as well, and the answer to the question becomes option A. Thank you so much.